If you ever watched Howl Moving Castle or any other Studio Ghibli movies, you've probably noticed beautiful stylized flower fields, simple shapes, soft colors, but incredibly charming. I'll show you right now the approach I use in UE5 to create stylized flowers that instantly feel soft, playful, and painterly. The kind of flowers that look like they belong in a Ghibli-inspired landscape. We are going to break it down into 3 main steps. How simple the shapes can actually be, how choosing the right color can completely change the feeling of a scene, and why the way you place the flowers in the environment matters much more than most people think. Once you understand these 3 things, creating stylized flowers becomes surprisingly easy and, most of all, fast. Let's go. Alright, just drag the 3 files into your project, and these 3 images are just the shapes of the flowers, the color mask of the flowers, and the gradient of the leaves. So, just imagine it like a sandwich, like this, where on top of it all there is the alpha mask of the flowers. Under that there is the color mask, and at the bottom the flowers gradient. Alright, so that's how UE5 will see it. And here we can see that the first thing we have to do in the master material is to enable blend mode masked, check the two-sided box, and uncheck tangent space normal. Just plug at 0 value into metallic and specular and 1 into roughness. And just plug the alpha image into the opacity mask node and a simple blue into normal. Alright, now let's jump on the colors. So the alpha color is composed by 3 colors, like always, so red, blue, and green. And each color must be editable in the material instance. So each color is connected by these nodes, multiply, lerps, and an append node. The gradient color is connected to a lerp with 2 colors that will define the color of the gradient. Alright, all is connected with this lerp, so the mask colors and the gradient. And I added another multiply with a scalar parameter that will give more brightness to the flowers. And under here, for the movement of the flowers, I just created a simple windgrass node with some scalar parameter. And these nodes here are to make the flowers steady on the ground. This is the code that we just did earlier. And this is for making the flowers move if you have a character. You can find a dedicated tutorial in the description. And here I can create some planes in Blender to create a mesh that we'll use in UE5. Just place the plane like that and make a UV reset. Right now, import all into UE5 and just drag the material instance of the master material into your model. And here, as you can see, we can change the colors of the flowers. So each flower is divided into 3 parts. So this is the second key element that I want to show you. That's picking the right colors for your flowers. I usually use reference images to just have a clear idea on what colors I have to use in my scene. For example, in this case, I choose a violet tone for the main flowers and so on. And here, for example, I can change the the leaves colors by simply pick the color of the ground. Just pick this color here. All right, and that will give a nice gradient that will blend very well the leaves with the ground. So let's just apply the master material and voila. All right, so this is the first. All right, this is the third key factor that I want to show you, and that is the composition of the flowers in the sea. So it's very important to note that scattering around flowers in a random way do not work so much. So we have to study a little bit how to paint flowers. And by that I mean, in this scene I choose to go with 3 kinds of flowers. All right, and I'll try just now to disable the shadow, and just let's try to paint some flowers. Right, they are too small, so I will increase the height of the flowers like that, and just play a little bit with the paint density to make these spots ideal for your type of scene, like that. All right, in this case I want to create some spots that are, all right, just paint some spots like that. They are long in its horizontal axis. All right, the second type of flowers will be in the corner of the spots. Just disable the shadow, and here I can see that I can add the detail in the corner, in the perimeter of the spots, and voila. The third and last flowers will be a little more high, and with a color that is a little bit strong. In this case, it's a slightly bluish flower, and as you can see here, this flower must pop in the center of these spots, like that. So that's pretty much the main flowers that I use in this scene. Now I'll show you the final result, and where I added another type of flowers that are ideal, in my opinion, for swampy areas like this one. So I will add now the water, and this yellowish flower, I think it's very ideal for this kind of environment. So I placed the flowers, the yellow flowers, just near the water to create a believable composition in terms of flowers, of course. So you have just to all right, so we are near the end of this tutorial. I hope that was helpful, and see you on the next video.